Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend. So today we are going to spend some time on the number puzzles that we have learned in the previous class. So if you remember, in the previous class, we have tried to solve a Japanese puzzle by name Kakuro, right?
Yes, sir.
So before we go ahead, I just want to refresh our memory in terms of what we have done for this puzzle. So can somebody explain me what did this puzzle involve? What did we do? Did it involve any mathematical operations? Did it involve any logic? I'll show the picture in case you want to recollect. This is how it looks like.
Yes, sir.
Right? So what we tried to learn was what are the unique combination of numbers which when add up, you get some unique pattern. Like for example, if I give you number 17, what are the two numbers that add up to 17 when you have only two digits? Or when you have a number like 24, what are the three digits in a unique combination that add up to 24 between 1 to 9? So can somebody tell me what adds up to 17? Unique combination?
Yes, sir. It is 9.
8, 9.
Yeah.
8 and 9. So what about 24?
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. Okay. Can somebody tell me what is the unique combination for 6 with three digits?
2, 2, 2,
1, 2, 3.
1.
Yeah, you cannot have numbers repeated between 1 to 9. They have to be distinct. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 3 to 1. Let me give you another example. 23, three digits. What could that be? The hint is here.
7, 6, 7, 8,
6, 6, 8, 9.
689. 786 makes up to 21. Okay. What is the combination for 7? The hint is here.
1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4. That's right. What could be the combination for or combinations for 22? I don't know if there is a third one. You guys can tell me.
5, 8, 9, sir.
5, 8, 9. Okay. Any other combination? The hint lies in this equation itself, guys. Look. When you
5,
look at
5, 7, 9.
579
5,
is
7, 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8.
578 is 20.
6, 7, 9.
679. The reason being, see, look at the hint here. 8 plus 9 is 17. So there is no other combination of numbers that is possible for 8 and 9. So 5 cannot be replaced when you have 8 and 9. Now look at 5 and 8, right? When you have a 9, that's already the highest number, and you have 5 plus 8 is 13. What is the other way to write 5 plus 8? 6 plus 7? So it's 6, 7, 9. Now if I keep 8 aside and I take only 5 and 9, right? 5 and 9 is 14. What is the other combination for 14 when you have two digits? What is the combination for 14 when you have two digits? What is the smallest number that you can put here between 1 to 9? Can you put a 4 here? If it's 4, this has to be 10. So not possible.
5, 5.
The smallest number I can put is 5. Then it is 9. After 5 it is 6, 7. So can I have any other combination other than 5, 9, 6, 7 for 14?
8, 7. No.
Sorry?
6.
Oh, sorry. This is 6, 8. Sorry, my bad. 6, 8. 6, 8. Any other combination possible? Which is 7, 7? Not possible because they're repeating. So no other combination possible. So for 14, it's 5, 9 and 6, 8. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to list down some numbers here with the number of digits that add up to those numbers. I want each of you to start solving this and let me know when you're ready. Okay. You can give me any one combination, but I'm giving you how many number of combinations are possible. If you think there is no answer for one of the questions, you can say no answer, not possible.
Sir, 18 is not possible, sir.
Okay, good.
Five is not possible, sir.
Okay. So you're saying 18 is not possible with two combination of numbers. That's correct. And 5 is not possible with three combination of numbers, because the smallest you can get is 1, 2, 3, which is 6. Here the max you could get is 17, which is 8 and 9. Okay. Anybody else with any answers? Anybody else with the answers? How about this
Yes,
one?
sir.
Sir, you get last 45.
16, 9 and 7.
Okay, very good.
And the 15, 9, 6 and 8, 7.
Okay, good.
And 23, 9, 8, 6.
Yes.
11 is 9, 2,
Oh,
8,
hold on.
3, 7, 4, 6, 4.
Yeah, 6, 8, 9. Yeah. What's that? 9.
Sir,
Sorry. You're saying about 11.
11, sir.
Yeah.
9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4
Hmm.
and 6, 5.
Okay, that's good.
So I
So
will
somebody
solve
else
them
want
here.
to attempt? Yeah. Let me give a chance to somebody else.
For 10, 1, 2,
Anybody
3, 4.
else? Yes, good. For 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the smallest
So,
combination of possible numbers, right?
yeah, 45 last question, 10th question. You give only
Hmm.
one.
No, not one. I mean, I didn't want to say anything. You can just tell me 45. What is possible with 45? There's only one combination possible with 45. What could that be? I've deliberately not given the number of blanks. Dinesh, Padmara, you want to attempt 8?
3, 4, 1, sir.
Very good. Any other combination?
5 to 1. 5 to 1, sir.
That's good. What about 22?
Sir, for 45.
Yeah.
So can I tell? For 45.
Yes,
9,
Monica.
8.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sir.
That's it. Sum of 1 to 9 is 45.
Yes.
So when you have 45, the only combination of numbers that are possible is 1 to 9. So what about 22?
Yes, sir. 985.
Yeah.
And
976, sir. 976.
976. Very good. Okay. Now let's try and solve one puzzle. Okay. Who wants to? Okay. What I will do is I'll break up the sections here. This is one section. Second section. Third. And fourth. Okay. Monica, you solve this. Dinesh, Padmarao, Naveen. So we'll start with Monica first. Okay, Monica, you ready? Should we try this?
Okay, sir.
Let's
Okay,
give it a
sir.
try. Let's see how it goes. Okay. With the combination of numbers that you learned, see for unique combinations first. Is this a unique combination? Is this a unique combination? Is this one a unique combination? Because only 2 digits, right? Here also there are only 2.
Yes.
And here there are 3. So see what can happen. What is the combination for 4? 2 digits.
3 1, sir.
3 1, right? If I take 1 here, right? What is this combination here? 19.
19.
If I take 1 here, the sum of this cell and this cell should be how much?
9, sir. So we can take 3, sir.
No, I'm saying if this is 1, right? The sum of these two cells should be how much to make it 19? The sum of these two should be 18. Can
9
you
9.
have combination? Can you have combination of two numbers which which gives you 18?
Yes, sir. So
What are
both
those?
9, sir.
So can I have 2 9s here?
No, sir.
So 1 is wrong.
So we can take 3.
Did everybody follow?
Yes, sir.
So this has to be 3. This has to be 1. Okay. Now this is 3. What should these two be? These two should sum up to?
Yes, sir.
What should these two sum up to? This cell and this cell.
7, sir. 1 is 7.
7 and 9? 16, right?
Yes, sir.
So the only combination for 16 is 7 and 9. So we don't know what you get, which number would come where, correct? So
Yes,
let's
sir.
leave it like that. Similarly here also 16. So it has to be 7 9 7 9,
9, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this one, Monica. This is again 16. So this should be what? 7 9 7 9.
7 9. Yes, sir.
Look at the combination of 23. You guys just told me what is the combination for 23. What is the only combination for 23?
986.
6 8 9.
Yes.
So in such a scenario, can I have a
Yes, sir.
7 here at all? For
No,
this
sir.
23, can I have a 7 anywhere?
No, sir.
So what should this be? This should be 9,
9. Yes.
correct? So if this is 9, then this has to be 7.
Yes, sir.
So if this is 7, then what should this be? 9. If this is 9, what should this be? 7.
Yes, sir.
Did everybody follow?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, what is the combination for 30? 4 digits. Which four numbers add up to 30? If you remember, we already did for 24. What is the combination? 7 8 9. So for 30, it should be what?
5 9 5 6 6 8, sir.
6
6 7 8 9.
Yes,
You
sir.
already have 7
Yeah,
and
sir.
9 here. You already have 7 and 9 in this. So what should this be? 6 or 8? 6 or 8, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's take Dinesh. Can you chip in now? Let's look into this section now. You tell me, with the numbers that are already put on the grid, would you be able to start somewhere for your grid? Look for the unique combination of numbers, Dinesh.
Yeah, sir. Like
Tell me when you're ready. If
so
anybody
one,
else
sir,
is ready also.
for 4
One way.
down to 4, sir. 1.
Correct. ఇక్కడ 4 దగ్గర 1 or 3 రావాలి కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ 1 ఉంది కాబట్టి this has to be 3. This has to be 1.
Yes, sir.
ఇది 1
1.
అయితే ఈ నెంబర్
1,
ఏమవ్వాలి?
3.
ఇది 9
For
because 9
10,
plus
sir.
1 is 10.
9. 9 up. 9 up.
ఈ
Sir,
నెంబర్
9.
ఏమవ్వాలి?
Okay, okay.
అది ఇక్కడ సమ్ ఆఫ్ నంబర్స్ 10 కదా ఇక్కడ.
Yeah, sir.
అందుకని సో ఇది 9 అయితే ఇది ఏమవ్వాలి?
7, sir.
Okay. Monica, back to you. If this is 7, what should this be?
9, sir.
Okay. ఇది 9 అయితే what should this be?
7, sir.
ఇది 7 అయితే what should this be? What is the sum of numbers here? 15? 15 లో ఒక నంబర్ 7 అయితే రెండో కాంబినేషన్ అవ్వాలి
8, sir.
8. ఇది 8 అయితే ఇదే అవ్వాలి ఈ సెల్
6.
6. Now look at this combination here, 24. What is the unique combination for 24, guys? 3 digits. What is the unique combination for 24?
9852, sir.
789.
So ఇది 7 అయితే ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ 9 ఉంది కాబట్టి this has to be 8 and this has to be 9. Dinesh, back to your grid now. Tell me, what is the missing number here? Can you determine the missing number?
For 9, right, sir?
9 కింద ఏ నంబర్ వస్తుందో చెప్పగలరా? ఇప్పుడు నేను హైలైట్ చేసిన గ్రిడ్, ఈ గ్రిడ్ లో ఏ నంబర్ వస్తుందో చెప్పండి.
2, sir.
Think of solving that in a logical way. Don't go by see ఇక్కడ ఇది ఆల్రెడీ మనకి 39 ఉంది కాబట్టి we know the sum of all the numbers in this row should add up to 39, correct?
Okay, okay. 6.
So ఇవన్నీ యాడ్ చేసి మనం 39 సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే we get the number, but I don't want you to do it that way. Think of a better and smart way to do it. Is there any other way to do it? Anybody?
5, sir.
ఎట్లా చెప్పారు మౌనిక 5 అని?
So sum of 39.
ఓకే, సమ్ చేశారు. సమ్ చేయకుండా ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలరా?
సార్ యాక్చువల్గా నేను 9 కింద 9 ఎలా వస్తుందని మల్టిపుల్స్ చూస్తున్నా సార్. అది
ఎక్కడ 9? ఓకే, 9 చూసే బదులు మీరేం చూడాలంటే లుక్ అట్ దిస్ సెల్, దిస్ కాంబినేషన్ హియర్. దిస్ ఇస్ 10. సో ఇది 9 అయితే ఇది ఏమవ్వాలి ఇక్కడ ఈ సెల్ లో?
1 సార్.
ఇది 1 అయితే ఈ కాంబినేషన్ లో 4 ఉంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం రావాలి? ఈ
3.
కాంబినేషన్ 4 కదా, 1 and 3 కదా. 1 ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ ఉంది కాబట్టి దిస్ హ్యాస్ టు బి 3, దిస్ హ్యాస్ టు బి 1.
Yeah, sir.
ఇప్పుడు చూడండి 9 కి 9
1.
కాంబినేషన్ లో వాట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ మిస్సింగ్ నంబర్?
5.
5. దట్ ఈస్ హౌ ఐ వాంటెడ్ యూ టు సాల్వ్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ యాడింగ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. ఎందుకంటే ఇలా సాల్వ్ చేస్తే మనం వీఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ సాల్వింగ్ 1, 2, 3 cells while solving 5, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, great. Now what you need to do now, next it's Naveen.
Yes, sir.
Can you solve the grid assigned to you over here?
Yes, sir. 12 is the
Okay,
unique
okay.
combination there.
12 కి
First
యూనిక్
box
కాంబినేషన్ లేదు, ఎందుకంటే చాలా
లేదు.
ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా.
3 options వస్తున్నాయి.
ఏ ఆప్షన్స్ వస్తాయి? 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7. Any other combination
yes, sir.
possible?
సో ఫస్ట్ బాక్స్ లో either 3, 4, 5 వస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే, ఇక్కడ 3 గానీ 4 గానీ 5 గానీ వస్తుంది అంటున్నారు మీరు. ఓకే, కానీ ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఈ 16 కాంబినేషన్ ఏంటి మనకి? వాట్ ఈస్ ది యూనిక్ కాంబినేషన్ ఫర్ 16?
9 and 7.
9 and 7.
7, 9 కదా. మరి 7, 9 అయినప్పుడు ఈ కాంబినేషన్ మనం ఎలిమినేట్ చేసేయచ్చు కదా, ఇక్కడ 4 రాదు కదా ఇక. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమొస్తుంది, 3 or 5 రావాలి. కరెక్ట్.
Yes, sir.
ఇక్కడ చూడండి మళ్ళీ యూ హ్యావ్ ఏ హింట్ హియర్. లుక్ అట్ దిస్ గ్రిడ్,
1
grid
3. 1
and this grid. What is the combination for 4? 1 3.
1 and 3.
What is the combination for 7?
1 2 3. No.
1 2 4.
Yes, sir.
You remember we did it here.
Yes, sir. 1 2 4.
Yeah, 1 2 4, right? ఆ కాంబినేషన్ మనం చూసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ 1 3 రావాలి, ఇక్కడ 1 2 4 రావాలి. సో కెన్ ఐ ఎవర్ గెట్ 3 హియర్? నాకు 7 లో 3 రావచ్చా?
No, రాకూడదు సార్. సో 3 పైన.
సో ఆటోమేటిక్ గా దిస్ ఈస్ 3 and this is 1. Correct? Now what are the only two numbers left in 7?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఏ నంబర్ ఉంది?
6, sir.
6 కి కాంబినేషన్ ఏంటి?
1 2 and 3.
సో నాకు ఇక్కడ 4 రావచ్చా?
అవ్వదు సార్. సో 3 వస్తుంది.
ఆటోమేటిక్ గా దిస్ ఈస్
3
and this is 2. Correct? Now
Yes,
look at
sir.
this combination, Navin. Now look at this combination. In fact, మన starting లోనే we could have solved it. ఎందుకంటే ఈ 10 combination ఏంటి? 4 digits. What is the combination for 10 for 4 digits?
1 2 3 4
1 2 3 4
and 5. 1 2 3 4. Yes, sir.
1 2 3 4 కదా. మనకి 5 అసలు వస్తుంది ఎప్పుడైనా 10 లో?
రాదు సార్. సో 3.
So this has to be 3. If this is 3, what is this?
9.
If this is 9, what is this?
7.
If this is 1 2 3 over here for 10, what is the missing grid, missing cell?
4.
Correct? Now let's move on to Padmarao. Padmarao, lastly, can you solve?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to erase this. This is not 3, but this is 4 because 1 2 4. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, guys. Wait, hold on. We did something wrong somewhere.
No, sir, the 3 only.
3 రాదు కదా 7 లో. Actually, this is 2 here. Let's go back, guys. Hold on. We did something wrong. మనం ఏం చేసాం, 4 కి we said it's 1 and 3, so 1 has to be here, right? Then you have options 2 and 4, which has to come into these cells. Correct? I cannot get a 4 here because of the 6. So the only number that can go here is 2, and this is 4. Correct? And this one we said 3 or 5. Since we can't get 5, this is 3. This is 3, this is 9, this is 7, and this is 2. Now we are good. Okay, now who wants to, now Padmarao, can you solve the last grid?
Yes, sir.
Go on. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with 14, sir.
Okay. Why 14?
So it is 2 digits and it's also connected with 35 also. So might be.
Okay, 35 might be difficult. What is the combination for 14?
Yes, sir. It is 9 and 5.
Any other combination?
Yes, sir. 8 and 6.
Okay. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏ నెంబర్ ఎక్కడ వస్తుందో మనకి ఎలా చెప్పగలం? Think about a different clue that you have. Look at this. I'm giving you a hint. ఇది చూడండి, ఇక్కడ 16 ఉంది.
Yes, sir.
సో ఇక్కడ 16 ఉంది, ఇక్కడ 14 ఉంది. ఈ కాంబినేషన్ కామన్ సెల్ లో 16 కాంబినేషన్ ఏంటి?
9 and 7.
7. ఇప్పుడు ఈ
Yes,
2
sir.
sets లో కామన్ నంబర్ ఏంటి?
9.
So obviously where 9 has to go? The common cell has to be 9 కదా. So naturally this is 9 kada.
Yes, sir. 16. Yes, sir.
So ఇది 9 అయితే ఇది ఏమవ్వాలి ఈ సెల్? 9 పక్క సెల్
7 అవ్వాలి, sir.
7 పైన సెల్ ఏమవ్వాలి?
So it is 9, sir.
ఓకే, ఈ సెల్ ఏమవ్వాలి 9 పక్కన 14 లో?
Yes, sir. It should be 5.
ఓకే, గ్రేట్. నెక్స్ట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లూ చెప్పండి నాకు. ఇంకేమైనా క్లూ కనిపిస్తుందా మీకు? గెస్ వర్క్ కాకుండా.
So 9
Look at this one over here. You have a 6. What is the combination for 6? 3 numbers.
3 to 1. 2
3 to 1. You already have 2. So what should
Yes.
these two cells be?
Yes, 1 and I mean ఇక్కడ 1 sir and పైన 3.
ఇది 1, ఇది 3. ఇది 3 అయితే ఇదేం అవ్వాలి?
Yes sir, it is 6.
6. ఇదేం అవ్వాలి?
9 plus 6.
Just tell me the easiest way to get to this number. What is the easiest way? Anybody? What is the easiest way?
8 sir.
Ela?
9 plus 6 15 sir. 15 plus 8 23 sir.
Very good. So instead of adding the numbers over here in this entire row, what he did was he added the rows in this column because it added to 23. Right? So this is 8. Okay. Inko vere paddhathilo evarana cheppagalaru what is the missing number anedi? I want you to think of a different way to arrive at 8 without any additions or subtractions.
అదే numbers delete చేసి 1 2 3 4 and 8 4 and 8 వస్తుంది సార్ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి.
కరెక్ట్. సో
అందులో
ఈ కాంబినేషన్ ఈ సెల్లో మీరు చెప్పినట్టు 1 2 3 4 మిస్సింగ్ 5 7 9 6 మిస్సింగ్, కానీ ఇక్కడ 6 ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది కాబట్టి ద ఓన్లీ పాసిబుల్ కాంబినేషన్ ఇస్ 4 or 8. కరెక్ట్. Okay, I'll tell you another way to do it. What is the summation of numbers? 35. Correct. What is the sum of numbers 1 to 9? 45.
45 yes sir.
ఇలా చేశాం కదా మనం. 1 to 9 is 45.
45.
ఇప్పుడు 40 ఇక్కడ 35 ఉందంటే what is the difference?
10.
సో ఎన్ని నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ? ఎన్ని డిజిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 digits are adding up to 35 kada?
Yes sir.
So there are two numbers between 1 to 9 which add up to 10 which should not come in this combination of 35. Now when you say 1 2 3 5 7 9, what are the missing numbers? 4 6 and 8 in this row.
Yes sir.
Correct.
Yes sir.
Which two numbers add up to 10?
6 and 4.
So the only possible number is 8. That's why this is 8.
Okay.
I'm just giving you different ways and perspectives of looking at it. There is nothing right or wrong in any of the approaches. I'm just giving you an alternate way to think through. Okay guys, everybody with me?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, great. Should we solve one more?
Yes.
Yes sir.
Okay. Let me start with Padmarao this time. Padmarao, this is your grid.
Yes. Okay.
And this one, let's say this is Padmarao. Naveen, this is your grid. This is for Monica. And this is for Dinesh. Okay. Padmarao, you can go first. I'm not going to give you any hints guys this time. I want you guys to tell me where to start and how to start.
Yes sir. Let's start with 3.
Okay.
The combination is 2 and 1.
Okay. Combination of 3 is 2 and 1.
Yeah. And
See, at times when you start with a grid, you may not get any clue in your grid where you're looking at. Probably in somebody else's grid, you might get a clue.
yes sir. Let's also consider 5 sir. 5 వచ్చి 4 or 1, 3 or 2.
5 వచ్చేసి 4 or 1. Okay, 1. So we can probably say నాకు చెప్పండి. 5 వచ్చేసి మీరు 1 or 5 వచ్చేసి 1 4 or 2 3 అంటున్నారు కదా. Can I get a 3 or a 4 here?
No sir. No.
Okay. So the only possible numbers are, let's put down those numbers. 1 2 1 2. Correct.
Yes sir.
This is also 1 2. This is also 1 2. This is also 1 2. Correct.
Yes, sir.
What is the combination for 11? 4 digits.
Yes, sir. 4, 3. No. 4, 3.
4, 3.
No, sir. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Correct. 5, 3, 2, 1. So you already know in this cell only 1 or 2 can come. In this cell only 1 or 2 can come. So can I say it should be 3 or 5 here and 3 or 5 here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If this is 3 or 5, this should also be 3 or 5 because the summation is 8.
Yeah, 8, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the combination for 4?
3.
1, 3.
1, 3.
1,
Yes, sir.
3. 1, 3. If this cell is 1 or 2, what should this cell have? If this is 1, this has to be 4. If this is 2, this has to be 3.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since considering this, we did not have any kind of clue over here. Let's move on to Naveen's cell and then come back to your cell to see if we can solve for something.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, Naveen, do you have any clue where to start from?
So unique combination is 4, 1, 3, 1, 3.
4, 1, 3, 1, 3. We already did that. 1, 3, 1, 3. Now look at this 17.
17, 9 and 8.
8, 9.
Common.
8, 9. Correct. Now, if this is 8, 9, what should be the possible numbers here? If this is 8, this has to be
The 7 or 6 and 7.
6 or 7. So this has to be only 6 or 7. Correct.
Yeah. Yes,
Now
sir.
this has to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, is there any other clue that is possible here through which we can solve? There is one clue. Do you guys remember the unique combination for 23? What is the unique combination for 23 with
6, 8,
3
9.
digits?
986, sir. 689.
Correct.
6, 8, 9.
6, 8, 9. Now look at this number, guys. 22. How many cells are
6,
given
7,
here?
9.
How many cells are given here?
6.
6. So 6
Yes,
cells
sir.
are adding up to 22. You know that 45 is made up of 1 to 9, right?
Yes, sir.
If 45 is made up of 1 to 9 and 6 cells are 22, the remaining 3 cells should have been 23. 45 minus 22.
Yes, sir.
So the 23 combination is 6, 8, 9. So can I say I cannot get 6, 8 or 9 in this row?
Yes, sir.
Instead of giving you 23 and asking you to write unique combination, he is giving you the reverse of it. 45 minus 23 is 22. So the only unique combination for 22 with 6 cells would be what now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Correct? From that scenario, what should this cell be? Can I have a 6 here?
2, 6, and 9.
We are saying
Yes,
I
sir.
cannot get 6, 8, 9 in this. So what is the only number possible here? Then this has to be 7. Because earlier we said this is 8 or 9, this has to be 6 or 7. So since I cannot get 6, this has to be 7.
Yes, sir.
If this is 7, what should this be?
8,
8, sir.
8. If this is 8, what is this?
9.
9. Now look at this cell, guys. How many cells are adding up to 15?
6, 1, 2.
4.
15.
4 cells are adding up to 15.
Yes, sir. Well,
If one cell is
1,
9,
2,
1, 2, 3 is the other combination
1,
possible.
2,
There is
3.
no other combination possible.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So this has to be 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
Now
sir.
look at this. This can be 1, 2. This can be 1, 3. This can be 1, 2, 3. Correct? So can I say the 1, 2 and 3 can only come in these 3 cells? In such case, what should this and this cells be? So I cannot get a 3 here. So what should this be? 5.
5, sir. 4.
Similarly, I cannot get 3 here.
It's
This
4.
has to be 4.
4.
If this is 4, what is this?
5, 1, sir.
1. If this is 1, what should this be?
2.
2, sir.
If this is 2, what should this be?
1, sir.
1. This should be
2.
2. If this is 2, what should this be?
1, sir.
1. If this is 1, then this has to be 3.
3.
If
This
this is 3, this has to be 2.
2. Yes, sir.
If this is 2, this has to be 1. This
One.
has
Yes.
to be 2. This has
Yes,
to be
sir.
3. This has to be
3, 1. Yes, sir.
1. Have you guys followed?
Solve.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll just tidy this sheet a bit so that just to go over or recap everything what we have done, guys. What I have just done is I just jotted down wherever there is a unique combination of numbers possible. So when I got this grid, the first and foremost thing I did was wherever I know there is combinations possible, I have just jotted that down. Okay. Now the combination of 11 is 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is 3, 5, 3, 5. This has to be 3, 5. And since this has to be 6, 7, if this is 1 or 2, this has to be 3 or 4. This has to be, so this I don't know. Now I know for 22, the only combination that is possible is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. How did I know? Because the summation of these numbers is 22 and there are 3 numbers missing. Those 3 numbers should be 45 minus 22, which is 23. Since the unique combination for 23 is 689, I know I can't get 689 in this entire row. Then this is it. This is the clue for this grid. So once I got this, this was easy. This was easy. And now I know since the summation is 15, 1 is 9. The other 3 numbers should add up to 6. Now, is there anybody who did not follow from how we proceed from this position? Can one of Naveen or Padmara explain me what did we do from here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
22 cell வந்து சார் அது it cannot comprise 6 and 6, 8 and 9 because that's yes, sir. That's how
And
the last
Ikanich, how did we proceed from this step?
22 పక్కన cell and 1, 3 and 1, 2, 3 ఉన్నాయి కదా sir.
Correct.
They can only have 1, 2, 3.
Correct. So that's the logic. So in the cells next to 22, which highlighted, this one, and this one, you can have only 1, 2, 3. So if that can be 1, 2, 3, this has to be 5, this has to be 4. Now everything breaks up. This is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2, ఇది 1, ఇది 3, ఇది 1, ఇది 3, ఇది 2, ఇది 1, ఇది 2, 3, 5. Okay. Dinesh, can you take over from here?
Yes, sir. For
Okay.
round 8, right?
Which one? Sorry. Yeah, మళ్ళీ మనం
8,
యూనిక్
8,
కాంబినేషన్
sir.
రాసేసుకుందాం. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2,
1,
1, 2. So can I have a 2 here?
Yes, sir.
If this is 2, this has to be 2. Not possible, right?
2, yes, sir.
So what should
No,
come
sir.
here? What's the only number that can come here? Three
Sir, for
combination
3,
is
2, 1, sir.
1,
correct.
sir.
Correct.
1,
So this has to be
1,
1.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah, this is 2. This is
1,
3.
2, 3, yes, sir.
Okay.
For
Now if
10,
this is 3, can you solve this cell?
yes, sir.
What would that be? ఇది 3 కదా?
For 10, right, sir? For 10, sir.
10 కాలమ్. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ కాంబినేషన్
Uh,
మనకు 1, 3 కదా, ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ 3 ఉందంటే ఇది 1 కదా. సో ఆటోమేటిక్ ఇది 3. ఇది 3 అయితే ఈ సెల్
yes, sir.
అవ్వాలి.
Yes, sir. 5, sir.
Correct. This is 5. Then what should this cell be? What is the combination for 10?
5, 3, 8, 2, sir. 2,
What is the combination for 10?
sir, actually 2, 1, 3,
1, 2,
4,
3, 4.
sir.
Correct. So this is 4.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at this. If this is 1, 3, this also has to be 1, 3. If this is 1, 3, what are the possible numbers here? if this is 1 and 3, what are the possible numbers for here to make up 7? If this is 3, this has to be 4. If this is 1, this has to be 6. Since I already have a 4, can I have a 4 here again?
No, sir.
So this has to be 6. This has to be 1. This is
6.
3. Monica, it's over to you now. Monica, you there? Okay, you can continue, Dinesh, and solve the puzzle.
Yeah, sir. So for
So again, look
4
at,
down 3, sir.
correct. You're saying this is 3, this
Yeah,
is
sir.
1.
3, 1, 1. Yes.
Okay, then this has to be 2.
For 11, yes, sir. For 3,
Again,
8,
try to
10.
solve this. Try to
1,
solve this a
sir.
little smartly.
Down for
Yeah, this
11,
is
1,
1.
sir.
Okay, can you give me a different view for this?
Okay.
So any other approach?
Mhm.
Use the same clue that we used here.
Yes,
How
sir.
many cells are there here?
45 minus
Yeah,
23.
1, 2, 3, 4 is 10, and then 5, 6 is 11.
Yeah, so otherwise you can say 45 minus
No.
21 is 24, right?
Yes, sir.
45 contains 9 cells and 24 contains 3 cells. If you
Yes,
see here, there are 6 cells for 21. So the only combination for 24 is what? 7, 8, 9. So
Yes,
I
sir.
can say 7, 8, 9 can't come in this row. It has to be 1 to 6. Since I already have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the only number missing is 1,
1. Yes.
right? So, okay, guys, just
Yes,
tell
sir.
me frankly, how do you rate this puzzle? Do you think it's too difficult, or with practice you'll be able to do? Are there any challenges that you think you're facing while solving this?
So actually, Sudoku ఇది ఒకటే కదా సార్?
సుడోకులో మీకు ఈ మ్యాథమెటికల్ కాంబినేషన్స్ ఏవైతే ఇప్పుడు మనం చేసామో, ఎడిషన్ ఆఫ్ నంబర్స్ ఆఫ్ 17 కాంబినేషన్ ఏ నంబర్స్, లేదా 7 కాంబినేషన్ కే నంబర్స్, 6 కే కాంబినేషన్ నంబర్స్, ఇవన్నీ అవసరం లేదు. Sudoku is much more simpler. Let me just bring it up. See, look, this is how a Sudoku grid will look like. In a Sudoku grid, there is nothing, there is no mathematical calculations or equations that you would perform. No addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, nothing. What you do is, in a very unique way, you fill the grid. I'll just take the simplest of the example. Look, this is called a grid or a Sudoku puzzle. Okay. Use what? Just a minute. What you see here, this one is called a row, and these cells which stand vertically is called a column. And if you also see, there is a thick border over here, right? This is called a grid. So there are 3 simple rules in Sudoku, very, very simple rules. What are they? Oh, sorry. The 3 simple rules are, if how many rows do you see in this grid, in this Sudoku? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows, right? And similarly, you have 4 columns. That's why it's called a 4x4 Sudoku. In a 4x4 Sudoku, as the number of rows and columns indicate, the minimum number you can have is 1 and the maximum number you can have is 4. So you have to fill the grid in such a way the numbers 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 do not repeat across the row, do not repeat across the column, and do not repeat within the 2x2 grid. Those are the 3 simple rules. The numbers 1 to 4 cannot repeat in a row, column, or grid. So this is first rule, second rule, third rule. That's it. And on that basis, you have to solve for the numbers. You don't perform any calculation. So for example, look at this puzzle. When you are using the first condition, the numbers cannot repeat in a row. What is the only possible number here? You already have 2, 3, 4 in this row.
1, sir.
So this is 1. Now look at this column. You already have 1, 2, 3. So what should this number be?
4, sir.
4. Now look at this grid. You already have 1, 2, 4. So what should this number be?
3.
3. And look at this grid. You have 1, 3, 4. So what should this number be?
2.
2. So if you now see those 3 rules, across the row, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 in every row. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Across each column, again you will see 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, sir.
And again across every grid, 4 grids, you will again see 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't see the numbers repeating across row, column, or grid, and that is how you solve a Sudoku. We have not used any mathematics here. What we have only seen is elimination. So look at this grid. How do you solve it? You have 1, 2, 4 here in this small grid, right? Let me change the
3.
color. So this has to be 3. And again, look at this grid.
2.
This has to be 2. In this
And
grid,
then
this has
next
to
to
be 3.
3.
This has to be 2.
2.
Okay. This is very, very basic level Sudoku. So if we go to a next level, slightly higher level, okay? Or for example, I have to look at this. Look, there are very few numbers possible, right? Let's solve this puzzle. Can somebody explain me how do you go about it? Where do you start? Let's call this as grid 1. Let's call this as grid 2.
From
Let's
grid
call this
3
as
and
this.
4.
Okay, you can solve from grid 3 and 4. How do you solve it? Now let's look at this grid.
That cell takes either 1 or 2.
Yeah, you will have 1 or 2 combination here. Since there is already 1 here, this has to be 1, this has to be 2.
2.
Okay,
This can be 4 and 3.
correct. Since you already have 3, you have 4 here and 3
5.
here.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, sir.
Next,
Then
look at this column.
1, sir. It takes 1.
Yeah.
1. And look at this column.
And then that takes 3.
3. Actually, there is no unique solution possible. The question is wrong. So let us say this is 2, then this is 4, this is 2, this is 4. So the question was wrong. Sorry guys. Look at this grid. How do you go about it?
Let's start with 3.
Grid 2 and 3. 2 and 4.
Okay, 3 is here. So you can't get a 3 here. So this is 3.
Yes, sir. And
So this has to be 4.
4. Yes, sir.
And if you look at this column, this has to be 1.
Yes, sir.
And if you look at this grid,
Yes, sir. 4. It's 4.
this has to be 4.
Yes.
And if you look at this row, you have 2 and 3. The numbers missing are 1 and 4. Since you have a 4 here, this has to be 4, this has to be 1.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This has to be 2. And if you look at this cell, if you look at this column, you have 1, 3, 4. This has to be 2. And if you look at this row, this is 1 and this is 3.
Yes.
Correct? Did we perform any calculations? No.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at a 6 by 6 grid. Let's look at this one. Okay. So the moment your grid size increases from 4 by 4 to 6 by 6 and from 6 by 6 to 9 by 9, your complication or the complexity in terms of solving the puzzle will also go up significantly. So it's not that every time you will get a unique combination easily you'll be able to find out. So as and when the numbers increase, the number of clues, the hidden clues will be more. You will have to adopt some sort of out of box thinking to solve the numbers. So let's look at say simple 6 by 6 grid. Look at this, guys. Where do you solve this puzzle? Where do you start?
Yes, sir. Let's start with first
grade.
column.
First grade.
Let's call it. To make it easier for you guys to tell me which cell you're looking at, what I would do is I will just designate this as row 1, 2,
Okay.
R3, R4, R5, and R6. Row 6. This is this column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, and column 6. Okay. So when you have to tell me this cell, you can say R2, C2.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Let's start with R to C1.
R2, C1. Yeah. That has to be 3.
3.
Good. That's a good catch.
The last cell can be 1.
R5 C6, sir.
So whatever you just told me, R2, C1 is 3. Why don't you just solve for grid 1? Is it easy to solve the grid 1?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What could the possible other two numbers be?
5 and 1.
5 and 1.
Yes, sir.
You have a 5 here.
Yeah, it should be. Yes, sir.
So this has to be 5. This has to be 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Anybody else? Somebody want to solve grid 2? Grid 2 is this. What are the numbers here? 1, 2, 3. What are the missing numbers? What are the missing numbers?
4, 5, 6, sir.
Okay.
Sir, up 5, sir.
Right.
Between 1 and 3.
Correct. Because you have a 5 here. So obviously
Yes,
you cannot get 5 anywhere here. So 5 can go only there.
So left side of 2, 4, sir.
Correct. That is because you have a 6 here.
6 here, sir.
No, hold on. If you have a 6 here, then you get a 6 here again.
Sir,
Can you have 2 6s?
Sir, actually, I'm seeing the auto row, sir. Like we are not having any 4 and
Correct.
6
So
numbers,
when you're
right?
looking at only looking at R2, you see that the numbers you have is 1, 2, 3, 5, and you have numbers 4 and 6 missing. Correct.
Yes,
So
yes,
you can
sir.
get 4 or 6 here or here. You cannot say with certainty 4 has to come here.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So since you have a clue here 6, what is the combination? What is the only number possible here?
4.
Correct. That's how you
4,
solve
6.
it. You solve for a number only when you know that it is the only number that can go into that cell. When you have more than one possible numbers, you cannot put it. Like for example, in this grid, the same way you're solving it, 1, 2, 3, 5, you have 4, 6. Here you cannot determine whether you get a 4 or a 6. You cannot. But here you can definitely determine whether you can get a 4 or 6 because there is a 6. The only combination is 4. Since this is 4, this has to be 6. Got it? So solve for a number
sir.
only when you know definitely that is the only number that can go here. Like for example, look at this number. What is the only number that can go there? R5C4.
3, sir.
3, sir.
Correct. There is no other possibility, right?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this cell. What is the number that can go here? In this grid, you have 2, 3, 5, 6. What are the missing numbers?
4 and 1.
So I can get 1 or a 4. So can I solve for this cell just by looking at it? I can't.
No, sir.
But look at this cell. What is the number that can go here?
4, sir.
4, sir.
So if this is 4, what can go
Yes.
here to this cell?
1.
That is 1.
Now I can solve that only 1 can go here. Correct? Earlier
Yes,
I
sir.
was not able to solve, but when I solve for 4, I know that I could solve for 1 as well.
Yes.
Okay. Now look at this grid. You have numbers 1, 4, 5.
Yes, sir.
The missing numbers are 2, 3, 6.
6. Yes.
I already have 2 and 6 here. So this has
Yes.
to be 3. I already have 2 here. So this has to be 6. This has to be 2.
2.
Now look at this grid. 1, 2, 5, 6. What are the missing numbers? 3, 4.
3, 4. Yes.
If I have 3 here, this has to be 4. This has to be 3. And look at this grid. 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing numbers are 1, 6. Since I have 1 here, this has to be 6. This has to be 1.
1. Yes.
Correct? Now you can look for the puzzle. You will see that the numbers do not repeat across row, column, or any grid. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So generally speaking, for puzzles like this 6x6 Sudokus, you should be taking maximum 1 minute to solve. That is the ideal speed, but that's fine. Even if you take 1.5 minutes initially and bring your speed up to 1 minute, that would be phenomenal. Okay.
Mm.
So for example, if I have to solve this puzzle, look how I'll go about it. I'll start with this because there are 5 numbers here. So this is 5. And when I solve for something, I try to solve for that grid as well. So since I have 2, 4, 5, 6, I have 1 here. This has to be 3. This has to be 1. And now since I solved for this row, I'll try to solve of this row. Since I have 1, 2, 3, 6, the only numbers possible are 4 and 5. Since this is 5, 4, 5. Now that I have put 4 here, I'll try to solve this column. 1, 2, 4, 5. The missing numbers are 3 and 6. Since I have 6 here, this is 3, this is 6. And the only missing number in this grid is 2. 2. Now I'll solve for this column. I have 2, 4, 3, 5. The missing numbers are 1 and 6. Since I have 6, this is 1, this is 6. The only missing number is 4. Now I'll solve for this row because there's only one missing number, which is 2. Then I'll solve for this grid. 2, 3, 4, 6. The missing numbers are 1 and 5. Since I have 1 here, this is 5, this is 1. The only grid that is pending is this 1, 2, 5, 6. The two missing numbers are 3 and 4. I have 4 here. So this is 4, this is 3. Right?
Yes, sir.
So the number of missing cells are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You have total 16 cells to fill, right?
Yes.
How I would say is for each cell, you should take maximum 3 or 4 seconds to identify, which makes it 48 seconds to 64 seconds, which means about 1 minute. Correct? In fact, now we solved it in less than 25 seconds, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, guys. I hope you liked the class today. And what I would sincerely all of you is please do practice Kakuro and Sudoku. This would help you build that basics. This would help you build the basics for your puzzle solving. When we get to the actual puzzle solving or logical reasoning, these skills which you develop here will help you develop your lateral thinking. And you can put that into use when we're going for logical reasoning.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I will post some links on the WhatsApp group. You can try solving, and you can actually either put it back in the group how long you have taken to solve these puzzles, so that we can have a healthy competition and we can get better.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Enjoy your rest of the Sunday and have a nice week ahead. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Good night.
Yeah. Good night.